The Octopath series is fantastic and highly regarded as a masterpiece by myself and many other gamers across the globe. I did a video like this a few years ago before Octopath Traveler 2 dropped, and people seemed to enjoy that one a lot, so I thought I'd do the same before Octopath Traveler 0 releases. In this video, I'll be showcasing 10 new things coming to this game, and I hope you enjoy. Please don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, as I'd really appreciate that, and also let me know what new feature you're most excited for. Also, just as a heads up, all the new things that I'll be discussing in this video are in reference to console and PC releases. I am aware that some of these cool things are already in Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent, but as that's a phone-only release, a lot of these things are brand new for the series most are used to playing. Enjoy the video. For the first time ever, we get a mainline Octopath game where we can have 8 characters in our party at once. The only time prior we've been able to come close to this in the previous 2 games was when facing Galdera the Fallen. And even then, the party was split into 2 groups of 4. Now, I think this will be a lot of fun and means that you can really build a party that feels unique to you, as it's been confirmed there's over 30 travelers we can encounter across our journey. For clarification, these do include the main travelers from both Octopath 1 and 2, so if you are looking to combine characters you loved from previous games, you've totally got that option available to you. Alongside this, a frontline and backline gimmick has been added, which makes battles more fast-paced, fun, and rewarding. Boost points now charge up twice as fast as before, which will allow you to break foes alongside dealing big damaged attacks much faster, making battle feel even more satisfying. Characters in the back row can also recover HP and SP each turn, and you can switch members from the front to back rows easily and smoothly, so this just adds a new depth to strategy we didn't have before. Additionally, there's been a little bit more room for creating unique party members this time round, as the weapon types available to us have increased from 6 to 8. So creating a diverse team seems to be encouraged for a much better and effective strategy to each and every battle we may face. The usual weapons we are used to, swords, polearms, daggers, axes, bows and staves return, with the 2 new weapons, fans and tomes entering the game. This increases our ability to cover all bases in battle, but also means characters with the jobs Apothecary, Cleric, Dancer and Scholar all now have 2 weapons instead of the 1 they had in previous entries. In Octopath Traveler 0, you can create your own character to enter the land of Austera and lead the party to victory with. As far as customization goes, we can customize our physique, face, eye colour, hairstyle, hair colour, skin tone, motions, and voice. To be more specific, if people are curious, it appears that for physique we are choosing between 2 people, one that looks more like a boy and the other appearing more like a girl. After playing the demo of the game, I can confirm that this decision doesn't affect pronouns or anything like that when NPCs interact with us. They don't really use any form of he or she to describe us personally, so you can safely just pick whichever physique types you like best and not have to worry about being misgendered at all. For face and eye colour, that's pretty self-explanatory, but it's also just choosing between 2 styles of face and then whichever eye colour you'd like. For hairstyle and hair colour, it's the same choices despite which physique you've chosen. There's 8 hairstyles available, so if you're a woman with shorter hair or a man with long hair, you can choose whichever suits you, as it's not locked behind a physique type. Skin tones are available via 6 choices that range from white to black skin tones, so sadly if you were looking to create an OC with purple or green skin, kind of like in Baldur's Gate 3, that can't be possible. Motions are the pose you'll perform when initiating a path action on an NPC. There's 3 to choose from, but these do actually differ based on which physique you chose. Examples on the screen now. And finally, for voices, there's 6 options here, 3 appearing as more stereotypically boy or man-like, and 3 appearing more stereotypically woman-like. After confirming all I just mentioned, you then choose a learned skill. There's 3 to choose from, 1 attack, 1 recovery, or 1 enfeebling. Then it's on to picking a favourite dish. There's 8 choices that all have their own perks and stats to help in battles, and once you've picked out the dish, you can actually give it a name too, which is really cute. Following this, you get to pick 3 belongings to start your journey with. These vary from items that boost your stats, or things that can be used later down the line via quests. With all that out of the way, all is left to do is name your character, and then enter the world to start your adventure. A fun new addition to this game is the ability and freedom to build a town and make it your own. A producer of this game in an interview said about the town building, "I think that every traveller has a home that they'll return to one day, and they must have a hometown as well. Having players build this place themselves deepens the emotional impact," and I agree with this statement. Having the ability to place buildings where you'd like, and making a town that will be different to what your friends make, will add this sense of connection to the town and encourage you to return frequently across your many hours in this game. You can choose which people live in your community and in what building they live in, which I think is really awesome. If you stumble across an NPC with a strong talent for cooking, then you can recruit them to be in charge of making meals in your town, as well as finding characters to bring back home because they grant you specific items often. I also believe that the addition of blue chests to the game is perfect for encouraging everyone to invest in their towns. It seems the more you develop and restore Wishvale, the higher the likelihood is that you can open blue chests you come across in the open map. I for one love customizing a place to feel unique to me, and so I'm really excited to play around with my town layout, and I hope you are too. After making progress in the main story, you'll have the ability to build the monster arena and museum in your town. With the monster arena, you can battle against creatures that you've captured across your journey and participate in arena matches. You can also complete capture requests from the arena itself and then win matches against those monsters to earn various rewards. With the museum, you can then enjoy music you've obtained in the story and customize which music can be played in the background of your town of Wishvale. Alongside this, you can use the museum to revisit memories in journals, which seems like replaying cutscenes or reliving events you've already discovered in the game. Additionally, if you find secret treasures hidden in areas across the world map, these treasures of legend, as they're called, can be displayed proudly in your museum as a showcase of your achievements and progress. If Octopath is known for anything, I feel the standout points are it creating the HD 2D style of games and its spectacular soundtracks. Really exciting news is that alongside tracks returning to Octopath Zero from the first, second, and Champions of the Continent games, on top of this, we are being blessed with some new pieces of music that have been specially made for this game. I think this is the best of both worlds, as we have some nostalgia tracks sprinkled in throughout, but also get to enjoy some music that I'm sure will also be incredible. One extract from the producer of this game is that the main motifs have been reworked in a number of different ways to match the emotional tone of what's happening in the game. So the soundtrack gives voice to a lot of different emotions about your beloved hometown. With such a fantastic catalogue of music already from the games we have seen, I do look forward to hearing these new pieces as well. With a new game comes a new path action called Invite. This allows you to invite villagers you like on your journey to move into your hometown. Alongside this, there are 3 influences in the world this time around, those being wealth, power, and fame. Each NPC that we come across will value one of those 3 influences more than the others, and that will tell you what kind of business you can do with them regarding traditional path actions. An example being, if they value wealth, then this means you can buy items from them or hire them to join you in battle. The game's producer speaks on path actions in the series and states that, personally, I feel a strong sense of attachment to path actions, and I think of them as being indispensable, which is fantastic to hear, as I agree, path actions are such an iconic part of previous games, it'd be really strange for them not to exist in this new entry. A sensible new thing is that it's been confirmed only the main character, the one who you create and name, can change jobs in Octopath Traveler 0. I know this might disappoint some people who enjoy giving characters secondary jobs in previous games, as this was a really fun way to mix and match elements that you liked. But with 8 characters available in the party at one time, it won't be hard at all to have a good sense of variety across weapon types and magic powers at all times. So even though it's sad that the idea has been dropped, I can totally understand why that decision was made, and personally I don't think it'll affect the game at all, as we can still give our main character a secondary job. Of course, you can't have a story-based JRPG without some new villains in the mix. This time around, there's an initial trio of villains who each possess a ring that we need to get back. Herminia the Witch is the Master of Wealth, who rules Valor with an iron fist. Titos, the hero, is the Master of Power, and he reigns over Emberglow. And finally, August the Playwright is the Master of Fame, whose name resounds through Theatropolis. As long as this trio hold the rings, the continent and its people are not safe. So initially, this is our main goal and these are who we need to defeat. Early on, you'll be given your own ring and must decide what it is that you seek on this journey. Wealth, power, or fame? I can't conclusively say if this has an effect on what ending you'll get or how your story will go, but to me it seems like it's just you deciding on which of the trio to fight first. As well as those 3 being a big influence on the world, there's an evil, more sinister villain that was announced by the name of King Pardis III, Master of All. He's a monarch who rules with wealth, power, and fame all at his command. As stated by the HD2D Twitter account, his insatiable greed knows no bounds as he initiates an invasion to seize Ostera in its entirety. Now, I'm super excited to see how this all plays out with these new villains, and I know for a fact the music to accompany them in their story arcs and boss battles will be spectacular. It has been said that over 30 characters will be able to be chosen to join our party of 8 in this new quest. Characters from Octopath 1 and 2 return, but new townsfolk emerge in Octopath 0 for the first time. The new characters confirmed so far are Steer the Architect, Fen the Hunter, Macy the Apothecary, Celsus the Thief, Saoirse the Dancer, Clerics Lorana and Pius, Scholars Alexia and Zerk, Warriors Viator and Reme, as well as the merchants Corinda and Ludo. These characters look a lot of fun and have some really neat exclusive skills to them too. This will make finding a team that suits you feel so unique and rewarding to every single player, as all of these, I can't lie, they stand out as individuals, which I love. I look forward to finding out who else is available to recruit along the way, and just put a team together that is completely and utterly me. Traditionally, in previous entries, we followed 8 characters along their individual journeys with an overarching story at play, whether it be an obvious link or a more subtle one. In Octopath Traveler 0, we have 2 stories that unfold alongside one another, and we as the players get to choose which one we focus on. Do you wish to focus on the path of revenge or restoration? That is the question. If you choose restoration, you'll be bringing together townsfolk and rebuilding your town from scratch with allies that you meet. Whereas choosing revenge means that after losing your hometown, you swear revenge against the powers that control Ostera and embark on a journey. If you're concerned about missing content when making your decision, it appears from interviews I've seen that as the story progresses, elements from either path will intertwine and become important. So your choice does have value to it, and perhaps some things that are different, but it's not necessarily going to lock you out of things that the devs think are crucial to the main story. If you wanted to, you could always do a save file for each choice to see how they differ. That might be something that eventually I do myself. But after all that, I hope you enjoyed this video and look forward to experiencing everything this game has to offer us all. Remember, these are only 10 new things coming. There are a few other neat things being added and potentially some secret additions we are not yet aware of. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and feel free to also follow my Twitch channel if you'd like to watch my streams of the game when it launches. Have a great rest of your day, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.